Have you ever wondered why your efforts don't always lead to the results you desire? Have you ever felt frustrated when your hard work doesn't seem to pay off? What if we told you that in the grand scheme of life, it's not just about the results? In the teachings of Islam, there are profound lessons that encourage us to focus not just on the outcome, but on the process and our intentions. Today we invite you on a journey to explore these lessons and discover a new perspective on success and fulfillment. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into the main topic. Lesson 1. The power of intention. In the vast expanse of Islamic teachings, one principle stands out with a significant place: the power of intention. It is a concept deeply woven into the fabric of Islamic philosophy and practice. But what does it truly mean to have intention? As narrated by Umar ibn al-Khattab, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "Actions are but by intention." Bukhari. This profound statement encapsulates a fundamental Islamic belief that the value of our actions is not measured by their outward appearance or the results they produce, but by the intentions that fuel them. This principle teaches us to look beyond the surface, beyond the tangible outcomes of our actions. It urges us to delve deeper into our motivations, our desires, and our purposes. It encourages us to align our actions with pure and sincere intentions, for it is these intentions that are seen and valued by Allah. In our daily lives, we often find ourselves chasing after results, fixated on achieving success as defined by societal standards. But this hadith invites us to shift our focus, to pay attention to the journey rather than the destination. It reminds us that in the eyes of Allah, the intention behind our actions holds more weight than the results of those actions. So, as we navigate through life, let us remember to cultivate good intentions in our hearts. Let us strive to perform our actions for the sake of Allah, not for worldly recognition or reward. For it is through this practice of mindfulness and sincerity that we can truly embody the teachings of Islam. Lesson 2. Patience and perseverance. In the grand tapestry of life, patience and perseverance are threads that give it strength and beauty. These virtues are deeply embedded in the teachings of Islam, offering guidance and solace in times of trial and tribulation. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, provides a profound directive in this regard. It says, "O you who have believed, seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient." This verse is not merely a statement, it is a beacon of hope, a call to action, and a reminder of the divine promise of companionship. But what does it mean to be patient? And why is it so crucial in our lives? In the Islamic context, patience is more than just a passive waiting. It is an active endurance, a conscious perseverance in the face of adversity. It is about maintaining faith and trust in Allah's plan, even when the path is steep and the results are not immediately visible. This verse encourages us to remain steadfast in our endeavors, to persist in our efforts, regardless of the results. It teaches us that success is not always about the destination, but also about the journey. It's about the lessons we learn, the character we build, and the growth we experience along the way. Moreover, this verse reassures us that we are not alone in our struggles. Allah, the Most Merciful, is with the patient. His divine support and guidance are with those who demonstrate patience and perseverance, providing them with the strength to overcome challenges and continue their journey. So, as we strive to live according to the teachings of Islam, let us embrace patience and perseverance. Let us remember that our efforts are valued, not just for their results, but for the determination, resilience, and faith they reflect. And let us take comfort in the knowledge that Allah is with us every step of the way. Lesson 3. The pursuit of knowledge. In the vast universe of Islamic teachings, one star shines brightly, guiding the way for seekers of truth: the pursuit of knowledge. Islam does not merely suggest or recommend this pursuit. It places great emphasis on it, elevating it to the status of an obligation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the beacon of wisdom and knowledge in Islam, once said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." Ibn Majah. This profound statement is not just a piece of advice, it is a divine command, a sacred duty entrusted to every believer. But what does it mean to seek knowledge, and why is it so integral to the Islamic way of life? In Islam, the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey. It is not confined to the walls of a classroom or the pages of a textbook. It is a continuous process of learning, questioning, and understanding that spans across all aspects of life. It encompasses religious knowledge as well as worldly knowledge, sciences, arts, humanities, and more. This pursuit encourages us to keep our minds open, our hearts humble, and our spirits curious. It teaches us to question, to explore, and to strive for truth and understanding. It reminds us that there is always more to learn, more to discover, and more to understand. Moreover, this pursuit is not driven by the desire for worldly gains or recognition. It is not about accumulating degrees, titles, or accolades. Rather, it is about personal growth and spiritual enrichment. It is about becoming better individuals, better believers, and better contributors to society. The Prophet's words also remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is not a solitary endeavor. It is a collective responsibility, a shared duty. It fosters a sense of community, unity, and mutual growth. It encourages us to learn from each other, to share our knowledge, and to uplift each other in our collective journey towards enlightenment. So, as we strive to live according to the teachings of Islam, let us embrace the pursuit of knowledge. Let us remember that our growth and development are not defined by the outcomes we achieve, but by the knowledge we gain, the wisdom we cultivate, and the character we build along the way. Lesson 4. Trust in Allah's plan. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns. Despite our best efforts and meticulous planning, things don't always go as we expect. We may find ourselves facing unexpected challenges, unanticipated changes, and results that don't align with our desires. In these moments, it's easy to feel disheartened and lost, but the teachings of Islam offer us a beacon of hope and guidance. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, reassures us with a profound verse. Perhaps you hate a thing, and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing, and it is bad for you, and Allah knows, while you know not. This verse is not just a statement, it's a gentle reminder, a comforting reassurance, and a guiding principle. But what does it mean to trust in Allah's plan? And why is it so crucial in our lives? In the Islamic context, trusting in Allah's plan means acknowledging that there is a divine wisdom behind everything that happens in our lives. It means understanding that Allah, in His infinite wisdom and mercy, knows what is best for us, even when our limited human perspective may not comprehend it. This verse teaches us to embrace uncertainty, to find peace in the unknown, and to trust in the divine plan. It encourages us to let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and to open our hearts to the possibilities that Allah has in store for us. Moreover, this verse reassures us that even when things don't go as we expected, it doesn't mean that they're going wrong. It's a reminder that sometimes the things we desire may not be what's best for us, and the things we wish to avoid may be what we need for our growth and development. So, as we navigate through the ups and downs of life, let us remember to trust in Allah's plan. Let us find solace in the knowledge that Allah is the best of planners, and He knows what we know not. And let us cultivate a deep sense of trust and surrender, knowing that no matter what happens, we are under the loving care and guidance of Allah. Lesson 5. Humility in success. In the journey of life, success is often a desired destination. We strive, we struggle, and we aspire to achieve our goals. But what happens when we reach the pinnacle of success? How should we respond to our achievements? Islam offers a beautiful and profound answer to this question: humility. Humility, in the Islamic context, is not just an attribute, it's a way of life. It's a conscious choice to remain grounded, regardless of the heights we reach. It's a commitment to remember our roots, our journey, and the grace of Allah that enabled our success. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, provides a clear directive in this regard. It says, "Do not strut arrogantly on the earth." This verse is not just a command, it's a gentle reminder and a guiding principle. But what does it mean to be humble? And why is it so important, especially in success? Humility is about acknowledging that our achievements are not solely the result of our efforts. It's about recognizing the role of Allah's grace, the support of our loved ones, and the contributions of those who came before us. It's about appreciating our blessings rather than boasting about our accomplishments. Moreover, humility is about treating others with respect and kindness, regardless of their status or achievements. It's about valuing people for their character and actions, rather than their possessions or titles. It's about maintaining a sense of gratitude and contentment, rather than developing a sense of superiority or entitlement. This verse reminds us that our achievements should not lead to arrogance or a sense of superiority. It teaches us to remain humble in success, to remember our journey, and to acknowledge the grace of Allah. It encourages us to use our success as a means to contribute positively to the world, rather than as a tool to assert dominance or superiority. So, as we celebrate our achievements and enjoy the fruits of our success, let us remember to remain humble. Let us strive to embody the teachings of Islam, to uphold the values of humility and gratitude, and to use our success as a platform for positive change. Lesson 6. Generosity and kindness. In the rich tapestry of Islamic teachings, two threads stand out for their vibrancy and warmth: generosity and kindness. These virtues are not just recommended in Islam, they are celebrated and deeply valued. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, whose life was a testament to these virtues, once said, "The best among you are those who bring greatest benefits to many others." Hadith, Tabarani. This profound statement is not just a piece of advice, it's a guiding principle, a call to action, and a reflection of the Islamic ethos. But what does it mean to be generous and kind? And why are these virtues so important in our lives? In Islam, generosity is not just about giving material possessions. It's about sharing our time, our knowledge, our skills, and our compassion with others. It's about being open-hearted and open-handed, willing to give without expecting anything in return. Kindness, on the other hand, is about treating others with respect, empathy, and compassion. It's about recognizing the inherent dignity of every individual and treating them with the love and respect they deserve. It's about making a positive impact on the lives of others, no matter how small. This hadith encourages us to embody these virtues in our daily lives. It urges us to strive to be of benefit to others, to make a positive difference in the world. It reminds us that our worth is not measured by what we have, but by what we give. Moreover, this hadith teaches us that generosity and kindness should not be contingent on what we gain in return. It's not about transactional relationships or reciprocal benefits. It's about selfless giving, genuine compassion, and unconditional love. So as we navigate through life, let us strive to embody these virtues. Let us remember that our actions, no matter how small, can make a big difference in the lives of others. And let us strive to be among those who bring the greatest benefits to many others. Lesson 7. The value of good deeds. In the beautiful garden of Islamic teachings, one flower blooms with a special radiance: the value of good deeds. These deeds, no matter how small, are cherished and rewarded in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, whose life was a testament to the power of good deeds, once said, "Do not belittle any good deed, even meeting your brother with a cheerful face." Muslim. This profound statement is not just a piece of advice. It's a guiding principle, a call to action, and a reflection of the Islamic ethos. But what constitutes a good deed? And why are they so valuable in Islam? In Islam, a good deed is any action that brings benefit to others, pleases Allah, or contributes to personal growth and development. It could be as simple as a kind word, a helping hand, or a heartfelt prayer. It could be as significant as building a school, supporting a charity, or standing up for justice. This hadith teaches us to value all our good deeds, regardless of their size or impact. It reminds us that every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, and every gesture of love is a step towards Jannah. Moreover, this hadith encourages us to cultivate a positive and compassionate outlook. It urges us to find opportunities for good deeds in our everyday interactions and experiences. It teaches us that even the smallest acts of kindness, like meeting our brother with a cheerful face, can have a profound impact. So, as we journey through life, let us strive to fill our days with good deeds. Let us remember that every act of kindness is a seed we plant, which will one day bloom into a beautiful garden in Jannah. And let us take to heart the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, reminding us not to belittle any good deed. As we reach the end of our exploration, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of reflection and action. We have journeyed through the profound teachings of Islam, uncovering lessons that illuminate our path and guide our steps. In conclusion, Islam teaches us to focus not just on the destination, but on the journey itself. It encourages us to value our intentions and actions rather than solely the results. It reminds us that success is not just about achieving our goals, but about the growth we experience, the character we build, and the difference we make along the way. Islam also encourages self-control and fortitude. It teaches us to master our emotions, to overcome destructive tendencies, and to cultivate positive habits. It reminds us that our strength lies not in our ability to control external circumstances, but in our ability to control our reactions to them. But these lessons are not just theoretical concepts to be studied. They are practical principles to be embodied. They are not just words to be read, but actions to be lived. They are not just teachings to be remembered, but values to be upheld. So as we step forward from this point, let's strive to embody these lessons in our lives. Let's strive to live with intention, to act with kindness, to learn with humility, to trust in Allah's plan, to celebrate success with gratitude, to give generously, and to value every good deed. Let's strive to make our journey a more fulfilling and meaningful one, not just for ourselves, but for everyone we meet along the way. For in the end, it's not just about the destination we reach, but about the path we tread, the lives we touch, and the legacy we leave behind.